Radical. Welcome to Radical Rapid Fire Combat Response, the show. Vacation. And the weird thing about taking a vacation is you realize how much stuff you have to do around the house. You have so many projects with the vehicles, with the house. And ironically, I thought I'd be happy taking a vacation, but I realized I got so much shit to fucking do. And then I record on this, and then 30 minutes of a great Radical Rapid Fire Combat Response show I thought was great, was not captured in the fucking recording device, but fuck it, whatever. We'll do it again, and I'll make the same replies again. Fuck it. Simon Steven, even though the switch is successful, this guy just doesn't change, Michael Pachter, and he has to defend absolutely everything. I would say I was and still am a Wii U enthusiast, but back in the day I could at least acknowledge and be critical of the direction Nintendo were heading with that console, but not OJ, player essence, right? He was toxic about many content creators, even just random people dropping by his channel to have their say. He was an embarrassment to the community and still is. We had a discussion about fans and fanboys. And the thing is, Nintendo, they do some good things. They release some good games, but they release some stinkers every now and then, don't they? Right? They do some things that are messed up, especially on YouTube, as far as content creators. You know, don't they? Remember? They did a lot of things, but I just can't stand fucking fanboys. I can't stand them. I can't stand people like this OJ Player Essence. He's not the only one. I can't stand these fucking channels that lick Nintendo's asshole. And it's okay to give them props when they do good things, but to just carry the water for Mario and lick his asshole. And why? Why? You know, you reveal yourself to be a fraud and a joke, not only as a person, as a human being, as a YouTuber like Player Essence and others. Like I said, he's not the only one. When you do that kind of shit. Next up, Trebla Dragal. I play on the TV when my wife lets me. She's doing her nails, so I'm playing MHGU on the TV now. You play on the TV when your wife lets you. When she lets you? Did you actually type that? When she lets you. Hey, buddy, that's not normal, all right? Partnerships, relationships should be 50-50. So there's trouble there, okay? And like I said, you came here and left that to me, that first comment. That's troubling to me, all right? All right. Put your hand down your pants, feel your balls, okay? When it's time to play the Switch on the TV, do that. Unless it's a scenario like Big Bang Theory, and your wife is a hottie like Kelly Cuoco, whatever her name is, and then you're one of those nerds. If that's the case, Trebla, then yeah, you know, if you know, it's the situation. Okay, but I'm assuming here both of you are of equal attractiveness. Yeah. Gray Fox. McDonald's should get rid of the Big Mac. I haven't had a Big Mac like in forever. I tell you what's kind of nasty, though. Whoppers are nasty at Burger King. Can't stand the Whoppers. Wendy's has okay hamburgers. Kind of dry, though. Yeah, what do you think? Should they get rid of the Big Mac? I don't think they should get rid of the Big Mac because, I mean, it's popular. A lot of people eat the Big Mac. That's kind of like Packner saying, oh, that's, well, okay, I fucking get your comment now. My bad there, Gray Fox, saying McDonald's should get rid of the Big Mac. Yeah, sorry. Whoopsie. Yeah, you're talking about Michael Packner, you know, it's popular. Yeah, fuck it, you know, whoopsie on my part. Rost Populous. The way I use Switch, I pretty much always play docked unless I'm on a trip or somewhere for a long time where there's not much to do in the downtime. So if I had to make up some percentage, it'd be 70% docked and 30% handheld. Out of everybody, I think mostly it was 70% docked, 30% handheld. But thank you all for sharing that. I got some interesting replies on that. Some people just left it like 100%. Like they didn't even take it off the dock. You know, and just think about that, Michael Pachter. Some people don't even use it as a handheld, but they just leave it docked all the time. But it's a nice, nifty thing to be able to. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if that's going to drive a lot of the systems in the future to actually do that. Probably not due to maybe a lot of these powerhouses coming up. But wouldn't that be interesting if you had a PlayStation that, you know, technology got to a point where you can have a PlayStation or an Xbox? Imagine like a portable Xbox. Wouldn't that be interesting? Clayton Linkhart. Who paid this guy? I don't know who the fuck pays this guy, but I wouldn't pay an analyst like that. You know, like, that's like paying somebody to work on your car and then it's missing parts or it doesn't run that right. It won't run that well after. Well, I miss run that right. Yeah, run that right. That not good word, Rick. Run that right. But yeah, who the fuck pays Michael Pachter? How does he even have a living? How? It's like people are paying him to be wrong. That's a great job, paying you to be wrong. Afro Gamer Dude, during the big Nintendo Switch drought with this coronavirus, I saw the Switch Lite everywhere, while standard Switch consoles were being scalped for outrageous prices. Yeah, I think people want the standard Switch. I never pay for a Switch Lite. I plan on making a video to discuss exactly why it's a terrible idea, and having a hot take is just a pre-apology for daring to have an opinion on the internet, a desperation to keep an audience, retention, and those who may disagree or have found in terms of game reviews. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot there I could probably reply to, but I'll quickly reply to that last thing. A lot of people that have a hot take, you know, hey, Ride Hell Retribution, not as terrible as everybody thought it was. See right there, that interests people. They're like, okay, I got to click on this upload to see what this guy has to say. So it is a clever kind of clickbait tactic. Hayton Puds, Highway to the Danger Zone. Yeah, I thought about using that at the end of the video of me driving around, you know, getting on, doggone it, getting on my exhaust and everything. I thought about using Danger Zone. I thought about using Daytona. I thought about using like a lot of different things, but ultimately I chose Incubus Drive, didn't I? I like that. It's an underrated band, underrated song. Dumez. Remember when I said I also like a mattress on the floor and choose it, but it's not like this. Reggie has just a mattress on the floor. I have a big, thick box spring for support, and it's really comfortable. Yeah, the key is to have the box spring under the mattress. The key is to have that. Okay? I mean, then I think you can tell people like it's a choice. I don't really need the frame. I have the box spring. Okay, you could maybe sell me on that. But just the mattress? Just the mattress? No. I mean, and I'm going to have to be judgmental here because, hey, you know, fuck it. I would just think something weird was up if I went to somebody's house and I walked into a room and I just saw a mattress on the floor. Kind of shocking to me. It just is. And maybe I'm wrong for thinking that, but it just is. I think in the case of Reggie, I think he really would like to have a box spring. He would like to have a frame. He would like to. But that would dip into, you know, his game buying. Albert Menendez. I like the upload where he put the Baba Booey drop in after touching the sword, talking about Ricky Berwick. Not something I'd ever go back to watch, but good for him. I work with a man whose hands start at his elbow joints, doesn't stop him from working 40 hours a week, lifting trays, running food, and managing staff. That's amazing. It's amazing. That's the kind of worker mindset that a lot of these fucking e-beggars need, right? You know, barely has arms and, you know, well, you said his arms start at his elbows, but he's still a hard worker. You know, hats off to that person. And I saw the video you're talking about. Ricky Berwick's holding the sword, and when he picks it up, like his voice changes, and he says, Baba Booey. It's funny. It's simplistic, but, you know, those videos are nice. They're simplistic. And, you know, bless Ricky Berwick for doing what he does and entertaining people. Sneaky V. Gotta love the tank ending. Yeah, I mean, you gotta love anything from Cowboy Bebop. And I'm looking for maybe another MIDI music ending I could do from that anime. Some other stuff too. I got a couple others from, I think, Dragon Ball Z I'm going to incorporate. Sometimes it's just random. People say like, hey, why'd you put in this outro here? I'm like, I just haven't used that in a while. You know, so I will be trying to upload a lot more different things than video game stuff. Some stuff from anime, some stuff music. I get a lot of positive feedback on some of the song choices I use. So yeah, it just is a question of time. And if a lot of you have some music or songs or some artists that maybe you'd like me to find some MIDI versions of their songs from, leave it in the comment section down below. I'll try to work that into the rotation for everybody. Comedy Room, Android 18 looking fine in that tracksuit. Yeah, Android 18, that's who I would think of. That's who I would think of if somebody said, what would you want your sex robot machine to look like? Probably Android 18. Imagine being Krillin, coming across Android 18. Like, that's got to be like, and how did that even happen? Like, I don't know. Android 18 was probably, Android 18, a fine sex Android robot like her could probably do better. I have a lot of questions, though. How she was able to have a kid and how much of that vagine is mechanical. I don't know. Like, leave it in the comment section down below. Explain Android 18 to me and how she had a kid. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm a big Dragon Ball guy, and maybe I knew at one point, but maybe I forgot. So, yeah, I don't know. Altered Penguin. If anyone watches The Boys now, the fresh guy has more meaning now. Okay, so I gotta watch this Boys series. I have Amazon Prime. I got a trial of Amazon Prime. I normally don't order a lot of things on there, but I got a trial because I wanted to see the new Borat movie. So I thought, okay, $1.99 to watch Borat and to maybe order some things and, get fast shipping on them. I do that from time to time. If it's some things I want on Amazon Prime, I'll just get the trial and be like, okay, I'm ordering a ton of stuff this week. The Winged Avenger. Alex Hutchinson is just sour that all the Ebeggers gave negative reviews of Stadia and made fun of it. His comments are too crazy to be the fruit of anything other than a thirst for revenge. The fruit of anything other than a thirst for revenge. I like that. That's a nice little saying there. If I buy a set of building blocks and I publish a video of myself making a castle out of the box, I don't need to pay the producer of the blocks any portion of the money I make off the video. It's just elementary logic. Yeah, let's say you're a big time YouTuber and you're popular because you put on a red flannel shirt and you go out and you chop trees down. You're the tree chopping YouTuber. You've cornered the market on tree chopping videos. Well, what happens if you become a big successful YouTuber? Do the people that make that axe, do they want royalties on that legendary axe you've been using? Julian C. I'm confused, Rick. I thought you were against e-beggars. I mean, guys like Ninja and the majority of Twitch streamers are essentially e-beggars. They sit on our asses streaming games while enabling donations. They're no different from guys like MGR having a Patreon, etc. I think you're referring to a honest statement I made, which was people like Ninja, a huge streamer like Ninja, or, someone like PewDiePie, people on that level, regardless of things like e-begging, if they name drop something or if they promote a game, then that's probably going to be really good for the person being promoted or the game. Okay? So that has nothing to do with, how I feel about them getting donations. I don't see why you're confused. Like, what am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to say something dishonest that's not honest, not something in reality because I don't like the fact they e-beg? That wouldn't make any sense. Red Strass 97. Yeah, I don't see YouTube allowing those sponsorships and advertisements. The company is already in trouble regarding content that kids will see and has lawsuits with those are still ongoing. This will just add fuel to the fire. I really don't think YouTube will risk it. Well, I was just joking. I don't think YouTube will actually, get behind this auto blow thing. I don't think they're going to personally get behind this and have YouTubers push it. No. But YouTubers like Ryan Long, he found a workaround. He was able to do it and work it into a YouTube upload without showing a lot of things from the machine. So there's workarounds. There is workarounds is what I'm saying. Video Game Vegas. Rick, Nintendo tried this, trying to get a cut of YouTubers streaming Nintendo content to the money, but finally dropped it. Sure, other companies could try this, but I'm sure a good subset of YouTubers who cover games would just stop covering those games that required this limitation. I think Alex Hutchinson is salty about the constant backlash against Google's poorly executed product, Stadia, and is just lashing out as a result. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, the people behind the Stadia, they got to be salty. They got to be mad that it's not working out like they thought. Okay, I think they had their window to make that work. I think it's not going to work. I think very few people are excited about the Stadia. Now that, like we said, we have Nintendo doing gangbusters, we have Sony and Microsoft about to drop new consoles, so everyone's going to be excited about that. I don't think a lot of people are really going to, let's just say the Stadia, I think it's dead in the water. I don't think it's going to work, at least how it's currently set up. Maybe they might make changes. I think the last thing they need is this Alex guy. Yeah, that's the last thing they need is negative press. Silver Music Box. Hopefully this does not become a thing in the future where you have to pay a streamer show gameplay footage online. That is some EA nonsense right there. But yet it came out of a guy from Google. I bet this will probably make people not bother with the thing, even if it's already a mess. Yeah, like I said, they can't afford to have bad press on this. They can't afford to have that. The idea that you would actually have to pay a game developer for showing off, you playing the game, it's fucking stupid. Okay? I just can't see that as a possible reality. Albert Menendez. Video games are an interactive media. Unlike music and movies, which are viewed and listened to, a video game being streamed cannot be played by the viewer, so this will not hold up in court. Well, how about this idea? Not even just showing gameplay footage, but showing the box art, showing the console. Wouldn't that be silly? Like, the people that make the game or the console come by to say, hey, you're making money on a YouTube video talking about a console that you're showing. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Zen Pirate. I subbed to this dude just so I can be the first to comment and alert newcomers going to his channel. Talking about Young Defiant. Chances are, Zen, you've probably already been shadow banned on this channel. Probably. But it's a noble thing. Trying to... sub to him? I don't get why you would sub to him. Oh, to get notifications, I guess. You sub to get notifications so you can go there and alert people that he's an e-beggar and he's a piece of shit. That's a noble thing, but I don't think it's going to work with that particular individual. Patrice Bryant. Like, seriously? Does this BJ machine have a tongue? Let's get real here. No way it can be that good. Just saying. That's what any female, and you use like a tongue emoji. You use a tongue emoji there. Like, it's lacking the tongue. And I don't mean that the makers of the product should go back and on the mouth add like a floppy tongue. No, it doesn't work. Like, you can't reproduce. You can't reproduce with current technology unless, and I used Android 18 there, unless you can make a lifelike Android that has, free will and can think and everything. There's no way to recreate a female in a machine. And, if that's part of the tagline, hey guys, you don't need them for BJs anymore. No, you still do. Okay, you still need to work out. You still need to get your grooming on point. You still need to work on your game. You still do. Or else you're going to be the guy sitting in your bedroom with this, loud, heavy thing you're holding on your junk. Okay, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Ballsy G. Man, I really like the first Guacamole. Need to buy a second one. Vacuum cleaner doing great work for me. I will stick with that. Cleaning and sucking, what else do you need? Well, Ballsy G, I think it would be stupid to buy a vacuum cleaner just to use on your junk. But, if it's around, and, let's say your lady is at work or something like that, I'm not going to judge. I wouldn't do it. There's not video proof on a show off Saturday of me doing anything like that, I'm saying. Ooh, I got to unlist that video real quick. Ooh. King Woody Redux. I'm pretty sure Japan has auto blow set up in sperm donation clinics. Edit, it was China actually. You serious? I'm seeing a line here of people going to use these. Like a line of people. They have auto blows in sperm donation clinics. I don't know how I feel about that. As an aid, if you're going somewhere to, give that, usually a magazine works. Some lotion in a magazine, I would say. But, I just don't know. Like, here's my worry. Are you using the same machine? Because I don't want to be the third or fourth guy there or the 100th guy. I don't want to be that guy because, it's going to be really sticky and you're going to get stuck in the machine maybe from all I want to be the first guy. You got to wake up early to be the first guy there. You talk about Black Friday being the first person there in the door. No, you got to be the first person at the Auto Blow Sperm Donation Clinic. Shinra. Thanks, Adrian, for those content creator recommendations. Glad you've unsub from those dishonest e-beggars. Amen to that. Amen to that, Shinra. iVirtual Plays. I gave up on most collector's editions long ago due to the fact they don't hold value and take up a lot of space. But wow, this is complete crap. The kind of shit dumpster divers would find. It's funny. I would watch videos on a lot of people that would dive through the dumpsters in the GameStops behind the GameStop to see what they could find. And I bet a lot of these collector's editions, they would just kind of like toss to the side, like those little tank toys and shit like that, put that to the side. Ooh, some games. I just don't know. Like, if you actually have something meaningful in that box, or let's say if that die-cast tank was, bigger than your finger, if it was like actually big, hunky metal die-cast tank, to me, they should have probably just like took a lot of the fucking stickers and badges out and actually made like a really nice metal tank. Maybe, put all the time into that tank, but all these little trinkets and shit, like fuck, who gets excited for all those little tiny trinkets? Just the tiny trinkets. Actually have something of substance is what I'm saying in that box. Don't even have the game in that box, by the way. You got a code, but, again, I'm not going to go on a rant on collector's editions without the actual fucking game in there. Haddington Rose. On the subject of heaven, I will always think that Robot Chicken sketch, Uncle Joey, you got in here after what you did to me? Then the kid sees Adolf. What? I'm just as surprised as you. Yeah, so molesters and cannibals and Hitler could possibly be in heaven. I mean, I would hope Hitler's not in heaven. I would probably bet against Hitler being in heaven. But what if you get there and like you're seeing all these people? Like, I don't understand how this works exactly, how heaven works. People tried leaving in the comment section down below how heaven works, but, I'm going to get there and I'm going to see all these people. What happens? Do I suddenly forget everything in my previous life that I've been told and trained to believe? Hitler is bad. Hitler is bad. Hitler is bad. Oh, but if he's in heaven, oh, he must, use that cheat code at the end. There's a lot of silliness there, but I just don't know. I'm not going to say anything further because I know I'll offend people, but I just don't know. Hitler in heaven? Could that be a possibility? Arioka. I think this is the last one. Arioka. Rich looked really annoyed in that video, probably because no one gave him $100 to take his shirt off. There was a time, Arioka, when Review Tech USA had some of the biggest boobs on the internet. These things were massive monsters, all right? These things dwarfed most females' boobs. I still can't understand it because it was males. His audience is mostly male, and he would get donations for getting on live streams and shaking his titties around, right? Again, they're large, but he's a middle-aged bald man, a hairy middle-aged bald man. I don't understand. If you're looking to throw money at, somebody on the internet for shaking their boobs around, I would hope it would be like a hot chick. I mean, it's still stupid to do that, but I would say, if you're trying to get off, I don't know. It just leads me to believe that a large portion of Rich's audience are, and there's nothing wrong with, women liking women or guys liking guys, whatever your preference is, I'm not going to judge. Just, a lot of your audience just picture you unclothed. And I'm picturing it right now. Like, who would want to see that? Who would want to see him with his top off? Much rather, who would want to pay him money to take his top off? I don't get it. It's so stupid. It is. And he's not even he's went down a couple cup sizes. He has. So it's not even like the thrill you get from seeing the man take a shirt off and those big floppers, just kind of slowly as he's taking the shirt off that they just kind of flop down really slowly, and he makes his moans and everything, right? But now he's looking more like a normal person. I mean, not normal, but he's losing weight. So maybe he'll have to gain weight again, and if he wants those donations to come back on a certain level, right? It's kind of like, if a porn streamer gets a breast reduction and then she notices a lot of the donos are going away. So we know this, Arioka. We know he's fine with taking off his clothes for men. Okay? Step 1, taking off your clothes for men. You realize you're getting a lot of money for taking off your clothes for men. Let's say he's out somewhere and somebody realizes it's Review Tech USA. They notice it's Review Tech USA. This is a scenario. I wonder. They see him out somewhere. They say they're big fans of the channel. And they start pulling out money, to give him. But they want him to pull his shirt up and shake him around. And say some weird things like he says. Like, hey, like on that YouTube channel, say what you say. And then they hand him money and he's like, oh, thank you a lot. Okay, I'll talk like this. Then he pulls his shirt up, shakes him around. Oh, check out my big old pepperoni nipples. And then the guy touches one. And at first, he's taken aback. He's like, he doesn't know. He doesn't know how to feel. But then he lifts his shirt back up. Then he lets him touch both of them. And then, we talked about dumpster diving earlier. Maybe he takes that guy because he needs some extra money and because he's fine with taking donations for taking his shirt off and exciting men sexually. Maybe Review Tech USA takes him behind the dumpster. And he does a little dumpster diving as he... he does a little dumpster diving as he... He does a little dumpster diving of his own. Oh, let me get that big old cucumber out, big boy. I'm going to end it there. Okay. We're going to end it there. Have a good day, everybody.